In Part 1, we explored the power of language, nonverbal communication, and emotional connection in public speaking by analyzing the techniques of renowned orators like Cicero, Demosthenes, and others. In this section, we delve deeper into the strategies and techniques employed by these great speakers, providing practical insights and actionable steps that you can incorporate into your own public speaking repertoire. Effective public speaking begins with thorough preparation. Great orators understand the importance of researching their topic, structuring their arguments, and rehearsing their delivery to ensure a polished and impactful performance. Thorough research. Gather information from credible sources to support your arguments and provide evidence for your claims. Know your audience. Tailor your content to the interests and needs of your audience. Structure your arguments. Organize your thoughts logically and present them in a clear and concise manner. Practice your delivery. Rehearse your speech multiple times to ensure fluency and polish. Time yourself. Make sure your speech fits within the allotted time frame. Get feedback. Ask friends, colleagues, or a public speaking coach for feedback on your delivery. Storytelling is a powerful tool that can engage your audience, make your message more relatable, and leave a lasting impression. Great orators use stories to illustrate their points, evoke emotions, and connect with their listeners on a personal level. Share personal anecdotes that relate to your topic and resonate with your audience. Use humor, suspense, and other storytelling techniques to keep your audience engaged. Make your stories relevant to your message and use them to illustrate your points. Use historical or cultural references that your audience can relate to. Choose stories that are relevant to your topic and that will resonate with your listeners. Avoid using references that are obscure or offensive. Rhetorical devices are literary techniques that can add power and persuasiveness to your speech. Great orators use rhetorical devices to emphasize their points, create vivid imagery, and appeal to the emotions of their audience. Use metaphors and similes to create vivid imagery and make your message more relatable. Choose metaphors and similes that are relevant to your topic and that will resonate with your audience. Use repetition to emphasize important points and make them more memorable. Use parallelism to create a sense of rhythm and flow in your speech. Use rhetorical questions to engage your audience and make them think about your topic. Choose questions that are thought-provoking and that will stimulate discussion. The delivery of your speech is just as important as the content itself. Great orators understand the power of vocal variety, pacing, and stage presence to captivate their audience and leave a lasting impression. Vary your volume, pitch, and pace to keep your audience engaged. Use pauses and silences for dramatic effect. Emphasize important points by raising your voice or slowing down your pace. Speak slowly enough for your audience to understand you, but not so slowly that they become bored. Vary your pace to emphasize important points and create a sense of urgency or excitement. Make eye contact with your audience. Use gestures to emphasize your points and connect with your listeners. Move around the stage to keep your audience engaged. Mastering the art of public speaking requires dedication, practice, and a willingness to learn from the great orators who have come before us. By incorporating the strategies and techniques discussed in this section, you can enhance your public speaking abilities, connect with your audience on a deeper level, and leave a lasting impression. Remember, public speaking is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the learning process, continue to hone your skills, and strive to become a more effective and inspiring communicator. Rhetorical devices are literary techniques that add power and persuasiveness to a speaker's message. Great orators throughout history have skillfully employed these devices to enhance their speeches, captivate their audiences, and leave a lasting impact. Here are some examples of how metaphors and parallelism have been used effectively by renowned speakers. Martin Luther King Jr. in his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, King used the powerful metaphor of a dream to convey his vision of a more just and equitable society. He declared, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." This metaphor resonated deeply with the American people, painting a vivid picture of a future where racial equality would prevail. Winston Churchill. During World War II, Churchill used the metaphor of blood, toil, tears, and sweat to rally the British people and inspire them to persevere against adversity. He declared, "I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat." This metaphor conveyed the sacrifices that lay ahead, but also emphasized the determination and resilience of the British spirit. Barack Obama. In his 2008 victory speech, Obama used parallelism to emphasize the historic nature of his election and to unite the American people. He declared, "If there is anyone out there who still doubts that America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonders if the dream of our founders is alive in our time, who still questions the power of our democracy, tonight is your answer." This use of parallelism created a sense of rhythm and flow, emphasizing the message of hope and unity that Obama sought to convey. John F. Kennedy. In his inaugural address, Kennedy used parallelism to outline his vision for America and to call for a renewed sense of purpose. He declared, "Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country." This use of parallelism challenged Americans to take responsibility for their nation's future and to contribute to the common good. Metaphors and parallelism are just two examples of the many rhetorical devices that great orators have used to enhance their speeches. By employing these techniques effectively, speakers can create vivid imagery, evoke emotions, and make their message more memorable and persuasive. These devices serve as powerful tools for engaging audiences, leaving a lasting impression and inspiring action. The study of rhetorical devices provides valuable insights into the art of public speaking and the strategies employed by great orators to captivate their audiences and leave a lasting impact. By understanding and applying these techniques, aspiring speakers can enhance their own communication skills and strive to emulate the eloquence and persuasiveness of the great orators who have shaped history. Parallelism is a rhetorical device that involves the repetition of grammatical structures within a sentence or paragraph. This repetition creates a sense of rhythm and emphasis, making the speaker's message more memorable and impactful. Great orators throughout history have effectively used parallelism to enhance their speeches and leave a lasting impression on their audiences. Martin Luther King Jr. In his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, King used parallelism to create a powerful and rhythmic cadence that emphasized his vision of a more just and equitable society. He declared, "I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." The repetition of the phrase "I have a dream" and the use of parallel structure in the subsequent sentences created a sense of urgency and inevitability, driving home King's message of hope and change. John F. Kennedy. In his inaugural address, Kennedy used parallelism to outline his vision for America and to call for a renewed sense of purpose. He declared, "Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate." This use of parallelism created a sense of balance and determination, emphasizing Kennedy's commitment to both strength and diplomacy in international relations. Barack Obama. In his 2008 victory speech, Obama used parallelism to emphasize the historic nature of his election and to unite the American people. He declared, "If there is anyone out there who still doubts that America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonders if the dream of our founders is alive in our time, who still questions the power of our democracy, tonight is your answer." This use of parallelism created a sense of rhythm and flow, emphasizing the message of hope and unity that Obama sought to convey. Winston Churchill. During World War II, Churchill used parallelism to rally the British people and inspire them to persevere against adversity. He declared, "We shall not fail or falter. We shall not weaken or tire. Give us the tools, and we will finish the job." This use of parallelism conveyed Churchill's unwavering determination and the resilience of the British spirit in the face of immense challenges. Parallelism is a powerful tool that speakers can use to create rhythm, emphasis, and memorability in their speeches. By repeating grammatical structures, speakers can make their message more impactful and leave a lasting impression on their audiences. This technique can be used to emphasize key points, create a sense of urgency, or inspire action. Parallelism is an essential rhetorical device for effective public speaking. By understanding how to use parallelism effectively, speakers can enhance their communication skills, captivate their audiences, and leave a lasting impact. The examples provided above demonstrate the power of parallelism in shaping the rhythm, emphasis, and memorability of speeches, as employed by some of history's most renowned orators.